So when we talk about the blessings and the curses, we're really going to go to Deuteronomy 28. But before I do that, I want to specify Deuteronomy 27:15 through 26. This is about the cursed. Cursed is he who makes an idol or a molten image. Okay. Cursed is he who dishonors his father or mother. Cursed is he who moves his neighbor's boundary mark. You know, we get a lot of this even today in people who have maybe land that was passed down to them from their ancestors or parents or whatever, especially in Mississippi or any of the southern states. A lot of times, if you're not there to actually monitor that land, what happens? The people who live there will move the marker, and they'll take more of your land. And the more you come back and be like, dang, I thought this was to the tree, whatever. They will even go to the courthouse and change it on you. But see, this is a curse because he already told us how we were supposed to be, and we're going to go over that. So he who moves his neighbor's boundary marker. Cursed is he who misleads a blind person on the road. Cursed is he who distorts the justice due an alien, orphan, and widow. So we're talking about an alien. We're talking about a person who's not of your same culture. Okay, doesn't worship the same God you do, or even go even further, does not look like you. Okay, so they will be an alien even in your house or wherever you may be. There may be an alien. So Deuteronomy 28:68, it's about a prophecy that was fulfilled. And it goes basically into the slave ships. And I'm going to get into that. It's a lot, but it's a lot is needed and we have to know it. Okay. So here we go. So in Deuteronomy 28:6 and 8, it says, Yahweh will bring you into Egypt again with ships. Again, Egypt is bondage in Hebrew. The word Egypt means bondage. So I will bring you into bondage again with ships by the way of which I told you that you would never see it again. There you will offer yourselves to your enemies for male and female slaves, and nobody will buy you. So buy in Hebrew means save. Okay, so the word buy in Hebrew means save. So if I read that again, it says, and nobody will save you. Has anybody saved us yet? So we know that the scriptures are the infallible word of the Most High, and they are truth. So Deuteronomy 28:49 through 50, it says, the Most High will bring a nation against you from afar, from the end of the earth, as the eagle swoops down a nation whose language you shall not understand, a nation of fierce countenance, who will have no respect for the old, nor show favor to the young. And that's Deuteronomy 28:49 through 50. So during slavery, the most forbidden weapon for slaves was knowledge. Knowledge. Hosea 4:6 explains that. The Bible said we perish for the lack of knowledge. We're dying, dropping dead because we don't have the knowledge. And this is something that was withheld from us intentionally and on purpose. And we understand why they don't want you to see the truth. Because it took so much to hide and rearrange and cover up and change words. Anytime you see a book, a history book that's been remade or rewritten or anything, you already know they went in and changed some things, right? So we perish for the lack of knowledge, and knowledge is the key. It's something that we need. We need that. And also, when we're talking about Deuteronomy 27, I want to just go over this just for a split second. It says the section provides promises of blessings for obedience to the covenant stipulations and promises of curses or punishment for covenant disloyalty. So what the Most High wants from his people is loyalty, obedience. So it is closely parallel to Leviticus 27 in format. It is very parallel. The nature of the blessing is characterized by the agricultural prosperity, the fruitfulness in reproduction, and exaltation above other nations. So when he said we'll be the head and not the tail, that's the exaltation above other nations. When you think about when Joshua and Moses and all these people that was over Israel, no one could defeat Israel. No nation. If you know the story of Balaam, the other nations had to go hire. They was trying to hire Balaam to put a curse on the Israelites because everybody was afraid of us. Why? Because the Most High was with us as a cloud by day, and at night he was with us as a fire by night. And not only that, we had angels that was leading the way. No one could defeat us because we were walking in obedience. We were loyal. And through that obedience and loyalty, we received the blessings of protection, the blessings of being the head and not the tail, and so many other blessings that entails in that. But we also know that disobedience is a detriment to us. Because when we just think about the curses, it's characterized by agricultural failure, can't grow anything, nothing grows, famine, lack of reproduction, women can't have babies, disease, and the dread of enemies. And the ultimate is just being exiled from the land that was promised to us. And we're being separated from Yahweh. That's Deuteronomy 28, the separation. It came to a point, he said, you're a stiff-necked people. I'm done. You don't want to, you keep worshiping all these. That's one, it's many things he don't like, but he definitely does not like us worshiping other gods. That's, he doesn't like that. And because of our disloyalty came punishment. So when we look at that, the essence of the Deuteronomic covenant, because in Deuteronomy there was a covenant made. It is the renewal of the Mosaic covenant, because the Mosaic covenant is the covenant that Moses made with the new generation. And he said, you're going to worship the Most High. Yes. They said, you're going to be obedient. Yes, that's a covenant. They made a covenant. And in that covenant, it spells out Yahweh, who he is, and what he has done, and what he requires of his people. You're his people. I'm his people. We are his people. And he expects more from us than he expects from the rest of the world, because we're the ones who are supposed to tell the story and give the message. But before we can even do that, we have to be right within ourselves. We have to be in right standing with him. So it's promises, blessings for obedience, and curses for disobedience, with the ultimate curse being exile from the land. I want you to keep that in mind, because we're about to go a little further. So it promises that despite their disobedience, the Most High would not forsake his people, but he promised to restore them from exile when they repented. So we just did a 21-day fast, a Luca fast, and during that 21-day fast, our theme was repentance, and we repented about things.